Good afternoon, everybody. It's a fine Wednesday for more hoops action here inside the Dasmariñas Arena in Dasmariñas, Cavite. We are currently live for the 2023 CORSA Tires Asiabasket Championship. And the game at hand right now will be between the Pilipinas Aguilas up against the PCU Dasmariñas. And once again, or rather, let me introduce myself, Nico Rocha, along with my partner, Migs Bustos. And Migs, what an incredible time to be with you right now. And we still got more games here to join everybody.
Maraming salamat, Nico. Good afternoon, everybody. To the fans and supporters of Asiabasket, it is a great day. It is a great week, even, you know, just to celebrate basketball. Ano kasi talaga eh, back to normal na lahat ng basketball ngayon eh. Kaya, tapos yung competition pa natin ngayon sa Asiabasket in this conference is really down the wire. So it's going to be a great game. The Pilipinas Aguilas coming off a big win against Sedam Academy and PCU wanting to get their first win dito sa conference na to.
Maganda dito, Mix, is that this is virtually a KO game for the last playoff spot in Group A. Now let's take a look at the team standings here.
Well, what you can see in Group A is Mr. Mustangs and the Sedam Academy leading it at 3-1. As we mentioned a while ago, Pilipinas Aguilas got that big win against Sedam Academy. And ito na yung pinag-uusapan natin, no? If Pilipinas Aguilas lost that game, more or less, baka mahirapan na talaga sila to get that fourth spot. But now what they have to do just to get that big win, although it is easier said than done, but of course they got their win. They got a win in the win column and a better chance for them actually to be able to make it to the top 4 and advance to the next round.
So, well, first, let's give it to the game announcers be announcing the names of the players of each team.
For Pilipinas Aguilas, number 1, Karen Elorde. Number 4, Martin Dias. Number 5, J.R. Olegario. Number 7, Darvish Bederi. Number 2, Alec Elorde. Number 11, Rob Balikig. Number 15, Prince Eze. Number 21, Carlos Sumaba Jr. Number 24, Gabe Capacio. Number 29, James Labarda. Number 31, Nam De La Cruz. Number 35, Mustafa Arafat. Number 55, Adrian Partosa. And number 81, Ivan Claric. The head coach of Pilipinas Aguilas is Coach Paulo Layug. And let's meet the players of your PCU Dasmariñas. Number 2, Joshua Dino. Number 7, Dave Lawangon. Number 8, Adrian Revis. Number 9, Ian Erinal. Number 10, Aljon Madronio. Number 12, John Lucy. Number 14, Nino Opone. Number 15, CJ Murillo. Number 17, Dean Escarda. Number 18, Ram Mescariola. Number 21, Jeff Brandaris. Number 24, Jassim Silongen. Number 27, Alvin Reyes. Number 30, Datu Adas. And number 31, Gay Escultor. The head coach of PCU Dasmariñas is Coach Juanito Belandres. Our officials of the ball game: Crew Chief Anthony Roque, Umpire 1 Larry Santos, Umpire 2 Dominic Pomar, Technical Delegate Liberato Valenzuela.
You know, Migs, is actually a wild journey for the Pilipinas Aguilas. If you agree with me, they're currently 1-2, and from where they standed, and then beating a team like Sedam Academy is one of the favorites to win this whole tournament. It really was eventful.
Alam mo, pag when we discussed this first 2 games no, ng Pilipinas Aguilas, it was kind of a dismal one, losing 14 points against Makati Circus, and then sa Mr. Mustang Saman with 15 points. And when you go in the third game, it's actually their team's choice. Ano, madedemoralize ba tayo o babawi ba tayo sa game na to? So maybe it took them 2 big losses, to be able to, be resilient and as much as possible really get that win against Sierra Academy. You don't want to, it's okay, quote unquote, to go 0-2, but when you go 0-3, alam mong delegado ka na. And that big win sparked a run, especially, an X-factor performance by Adrian Cortosa with 16 points against that game. It was really a spark for them to have a momentum and finish strong dito sa ating elimination round.
Ano, Migs, I agree. Alam mo yung mga guys like Ace Bartosa, yan yung mga X-factors. But moving on, this is the Arafat Tower. It all started with Mustafa Arafat. He led the way to that victory against Tatum Academy.
Well, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 6 out of 8 field goal shooting. That is what you expect from a tower such as Mustafa Arafat. If I'm not mistaken, of course, he played for the UE Red Warriors, has that collegiate experience, and remaining here in the Philippines. I know that he played for UE, quite a few years back, but staying here in the Philippines, just getting used to the Philippine game. He knows how it goes. Alam niya yung galawan dito. And 19 points with 5 assists even. It just goes to show na hindi lang siya yung big man na kukuha ng puntos, kukuha ng rebound, kaya din niyang pumasa. So malaking bagay siya dito. Big factor for him and for his team against Tatum Academy.
Not only that, he has a Robin in Prince Eze.
Oh, wow. Actually, hindi lang Robin. Kumbaga, pwedeng King, quote-unquote.
The King and Prince.
The King and Prince, syempre. The artist known as Prince. Hindi po makakaila sa mga basketball fans, na mula sa Perpetual Altas, once NCAA MVP, really dominated the league with his overpowering presence, even knocking down game winners at that. But, Prince Eze, not much contributing to the point production, di ba? Pwede kang sanay dito, 19 points, 20 points a game. But he's averaging 10.7 points and 13 rebounds per game. He's really want to distribute the numbers, not just for the big men, but also for the guards. And 13 rebounds per game is no joke, Nico. 13 rebounds is a big one, especially if you're getting it on a regular basis.
We're now talking about the PCU Dasmariñas. Currently 0-3, so they're really in a must-win situation here, Migs.
Well, if also PCU Dasma was a late addition, diba? Was a late addition in this tournament, and for a team to be able to prepare in such a little time, you can also treat this as like a kumbaga reps experience para sa PCU Dasma, competing well in their leagues in the South, but this will be also a learning experience for them, no matter where they place in the standings.
Now, for that one, silent efficiency, Adrian Reyes, one of the reasons why PCU was able to keep it close in their past 3 games despite the losses.
Oo nga, this guy, Adrian Reyes, 13 points, 5 rebounds per game. PCU, their record doesn't show for their performance. Yes, they may be the younger team compared to the club teams. Maraming mayroong mga foreign players dito, maraming mga mas experienced players dito. Pero yung youth nila, pati yung energy nila, yun yung binibigay nila sa kanilang mga kalaban. So Adrian Reyes, shout out to you. Maybe, makakita pa tayo ng mga iba pang big performances from his teammates.
Let me now turn you over to our courtside reporter, Megan Cabrera. Go ahead, Meg.
Nico, Tita Toscani still definitely missing. As you know, he only saw minutes in the second half of their game against the Miss or Mustangs because he came from immigrations trying to sort out some requirements. But yesterday, he already flew back to Cameroon where he will be staying for 2 months as he fixes the status of his stay here in the Philippines. So that was his last game in this edition of the Asiabasket, and his next mission will be their UCBL campaign. Nico and Migs.
Well, thank you for that, Meg. And something that we would note moving forward into this game. And again, the situation, once again, it is a must-win for both teams in order to move to the quarterfinals, since only the top 4 will be moving on. Mabilis ang tournament, no, Migs?
Mabilis ang tournament. Mabilis ang tournament. Pero ngayon, well, yeah. Pilipinas Aguilas is at 1-2 and PCU is at 0-3.
With that, let me turn you over now to the game announcer for the starting lineup.
teams. First, for the Pilipinas Aguilas. Starting at shooting guard number 4, Martin Dias. At point guard number 2, Alec Elorde. At center number 15, Prince Eze. At small forward number 31, Nam de la Cruz. And at power forward number 35, Mustafa Arafat. The head coach of Pilipinas Aguilas is Coach Paulo Layug. And now the starters for PCU Dasmariñas. At power forward number 8, Adrian Revis. At point guard number 15, CJ Morillo. At small forward number 18, Ram Mescariola. At center number 30, Datu Ades. And at shooting guard number 31, Kay Escultor. The head coach of PCU Dasmariñas is Coach Juanito Belandres.
Starting 5 for both teams. For Pilipinas Aguilas, we got Elorde, Daet, Eze, Arafat, and De La Cruz. While for PCU is Morillo, Escultor, Adas, Reves, and Mescariola.
Aabangan natin dito ngayon, Nico, is the running game. Kasi nga ang PCU Dasma, you know, they have their youth on their side. So most likely mabibilis to, pero you cannot also discount Aguilas for the speed.
The tip-off the game is brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Dominate the streets. Tip-off is done, and the first possession goes to the Pilipinas Aguilas. You see here, Daes, the point man right now for the white shirts. Arafat. Last second shot, no good. And you see here that PCU trying to get the board, but it's deemed out of bounds, says our referees.
Malaking bagay lang dito for PCU Dasma is gang rebounding. Ang lalaki nitong si Prince Eze, tsaka si Mustafa Arafat eh. And clearly there is a height disparity, so total team effort dito para sa PCU Dasma.
Also, mix wala rin si Toscani, Tita, their FSA, that is not there. Parang mas napahirap pa, Times 2 yung hirap considering that there are 2 world imports on the floor right now.
And at the same time, Prince Eze has that jump shot from the perimeter. So kung meron siyang jump shot, pwede din nahabulin ng rebound niya. Double double threat.
Definitely. And you can see, imagine mo kanina, diba? Nung discuss natin yung mga stats nila, si Prince Eze, sabi pa natin na parang modest numbers pa sa kanya yung 10 and 13.
Kasi baka naman hindi na masyadong kailangan gumawa.
Actually.
Diba? And for a team that has scorers also, you have a good point, you have a good guard in De La Cruz. Arafat is also there. It's just all about total team effort. Di mo naman kailangan gumawa ng 20 points parate.
Agree. And you can see there that the Aguilas know that their strength is inside the paint. They take advantage of it. A wild drive for PC, medyo nagmamadali.
Baka ginusto nila take advantage, hindi pa nakasettle si Eze doon. But good defense from the guards nonetheless.
Arafat out of control right there. Aguilas having the numbers. And should we head to the line? That is number 31, Escultor for PCU.
And that was a good drive by Escultor. He noticed na hindi masyado nakaset yung depensa. Inunahan niya, with his speed. Used the bump, 2 free throws for Escultor.
Escultor at the line for the first free throw, short. And the Aguilas, I mean, that win against Stadium Academy is really something else on paper. They weren't supposed to be in that situation, but I think we were talking about a while ago, Migs, that it was Coach Paulo Layug. Everybody that we talked to with regards to getting information about what happened in that game is that it's all Coach Pao.
Well said the many, Pero syempre, when you talk about 2 teams, bilog ang bola.
Yeah.
Anybody can win, right? If someone is great or mas malakas on paper, it's all about them proving it. Diba? And for Pilipinas Aguilas, that was a statement win for them. Na hey, hindi kami basta-basta.
Usually, Migs, how would you attack this? Like the opponent is way taller than you. They're bigger. They dominate inside the paint. What's usually a strategy you tell your past teams with regards to facing a size disadvantage?
Well, importante dyan, kailangan mag-connect yung outside shooting. Outside shooting talaga. Kasi pag ipilit mo siya sa ilalim, most likely you'll get blocked. Right? So the outside shot should work for you.
I love that. And see if PCU takes advantage. And also it really helps if they could get stops just like that and running the break.
Well, it's all about, playing defense first, right? You play defense, you get the rebounds, and then you run the break.
Pero you see, like Mustafa Arafat is listed what as a center here, but he moves like a wing. So really dangerous player that the Aguilas have. But if they're gonna show kind of defense, they're gonna be in a whole lot of trouble.
And speaking of dangerous, that was a dangerous pass.
Yeah.
But a great risk, great reward. Right? And Escoltar knocks down the layup.
Yeah, I love how mga risk takers tong PCU Dasmariñas.
Yeah, kasi nothing to lose. Right? They're at 0-3. More to learn, more to gain, and for them, it starts with the defense, you know. Importante for PCU Dasma, Nico, hindi sila pwede magpa-intimidate just because nandyan si Arafat, nandyan si Eze, mas experienced yung mga players na kalakalaban. And it's all about, you know, being one as a unit, you know, facing it head on, and just fight, laban lang.
And alam mo, Migs, they're gonna take this with them when they get to the UCB. Mga kalaban nila ganito, you put the locals up against the FSAs, or at least here, the world imports, it's gonna just be positive things for them that they can take.
Ito na makikita natin what kind of offense will PCU run.
Swing the ball around is PCU. The blue shirts looking for that shot from downtown. Short, second chance. Rebounded by Reyes. Reyes looking for a friend. Cross-court pass. Ooh, yun lang, di sila nagkaintindihan doon. Somebody was cutting, but the pass was just too high. It goes back to the white shirts.
One more thing, no, they have to minimize errors like that, right? Basic passing, knowing where to fill the gaps, knowing where your teammates are gonna be. Yung mga ganong klaseng error, it may be costing the end.
And Kapasha right there, losing control of the basketball. But here PCU once again, another points of turnovers. They're taking advantage of that, and they need to make those baskets because while the world imports are on the other end of the floor.
Ito na nga importante dito. It's the youth now. Ang gumagana para sa PCU. Lahat sila, alam mo yun, mas bata, mas ganado dumipensa, mas, di ba, kapag full court press, mas body to body. So that will be their advantage. Yun na nga, turnover again for Aguilas.
The defensive play of the game brought to you by Degathlon a while ago. The one you just saw. Wow. We get to see more of that here. This time a 3 for PCU. And that's unacceptable, right, Migs? Your two world imports are there. You have the size advantage. Where's the effort? I think that's what Coach Pao would need to remind him as he calls a timeout. All right, let's take a look here at the three-pointer a while ago by PCU. They're up by 3, 9-6. See you guys after this timeout. Currently inviting everyone to our concert on November 12th for Sunday, Dasmariñas Arena in Dasmariñas, Cavite, with Nobita, Mayonnaise, and Al James. In my opinion, I feel like those are three main headliners. Tickets available from Ticket Melon via link or QR code, and pwede kayo mag-walk-in on the day itself. But I would suggest that you guys buy it early para hindi na kayo pipila, wala na kayong masistress, baka maubusan pa kayo ng tickets on the day itself. So that's why, actually, pag bumili kayo ng finals ticket, that also serves as a concert ticket as well. So gates open at 3 p.m. Hope to see you guys there. We resume our action here between the Pilipinas Aguilas up against the Dasmariñas team of PCU. With Aguilas with the second chance opportunity and one for Prince Eze.
But so far for PCU Dasma, it's been a total team effort. Para naman sa Aguilas, it's really Arafat and Eze because of their height advantage and their experience down low as well.
So far, the Aguilas are shooting 5 for 6. The field goal percentage, good for 80%. And it's more of because of their shots. They know that, oh yeah, because that was, the recognition of Prince Eze while PCU, I think they thought that there would be another free throw.
Ayun na nga, yung mga ganong klaseng mental error, di ba? I mean, you should recognize foul ba, and one ba, o 2 free throws ba? I mean, sayang yung mga ganong klaseng turnover or mental lapses from PCU.
Yun yung mga kailangan mo talaga ng kape, no? Pag afternoon games, just to wake you up. See there that Arafat was right there to contest the pass. It's going back to PCU Dasmariñas. They're down by 3. They were in the lead a while ago before the timeout. A 6-0 blitz in a matter of a minute. They up for the 3 ball from downtown. It's all air. Capascio leading the break. Gabe gives it to Martin Dias, waiting for 3. It's short, but Arafat was right there, although he saves it and gives it to a PCU player. Here comes PCU Dasmariñas. The 3 ball, still no good. It should go back to the blue shirts.
You know, actually, PCU, Dasma has been getting great looks. Kasi itong Aguilas, naka-zone sila ngayon eh. Naka-zone sila. So more or less, they'll have to put that extra effort to extend sa 3-point. They're getting good looks. It's just a matter of hitting those shots.
And it's more of that the Aguilas are giving those shots to PCU, right? Because they know that they can get to the paint just like that.
Ito, kanina pa si Escultor. Kanina pa siya talagang namimiyasa. Kumbaga siya ba yung suki dito sa point total ng PCU Dasma.
And then nakabawi agad ang Aguilas, and Escultor now has 9 points and 2 rebounds.
Pero nasagot naman agad niya ng Aguilas.
Here PCU, Morillo, Zitudinho. Pass to the left wing, 3, still no good. The PCU are getting those offensive boards. Although Eze says no more. Daes to Capascio. Capascio, the passing to Baliking, and Baliking with an N1 shot. He heads to the line for the bonus.
Same thing, you know, defense, rebound, and fast break. Credit first, that fast break to Prince Eze, locating, you know, his point guard right away. Alam mo kasi, Nico, mas mabilis ang takbo ng pasa kaysa sa dribble. Kaya, pasok yun para sa Edwan play.
That assist again brought to you by Fiber Blaze. Nothing beats local. Pag ganun talaga kabilis, sakto pang internet speed mo. Check out Fiber Blaze to know more about their promos.
Parang 3-man weave lang yan, di ba? That's
Yeah, exactly.
What you do in the practice, what you do in the game.
Kaya dapat you don't slack in practice, no? Magagamit mo yun one way or another.
In many ways or the
In
other. Actually,
many ways.
yes.
Pero yung mga 3-man weave na yan, Mix, parang, di ba parang ano pa yan? Grade school, you learn those things already.
Those are the basics.
The basics.
Kasi that's knowing when to fill the gaps, when you get the rebound, sa katatak mo, sino nga hanapin mo. It has many variations, di ba? Pero it works well in the game.
Raf Baliking right there with a lefty shot. No good. And PCU not wasting any time. 2 shots at the line for the blue shirts.
May laban ng PCU Dasma dito. Sa unang tingin kasi, di ba, height for height, medyo llamado dito ang Aguilas, but they're proving, you know, because they're working themselves well as a unit. That's why nakakadikit sila dito ngayon.
Maybe you could see here right now for the Pilipinas Aguilas and their 2 world imports. We'll take a seat. Platoon substitution, we got Labarda, James Labarda, Darwish Bederi, and Adrian Partosa. The unsung hero of the previous game against Tatham.
Oh, Labarda played for Perpetual Help Altas
Yeah.
years back.
Mga trip down memory lane tayo dito eh. Partosa for 3! Oh! What a way to introduce yourself in this game. 4-point play. And Ace Partosa is heading to the line.
AIDS, mainit ka pa, AIDS ah!
Mainit pa rin.
Mainit pa. As we can take a look at this. Sumabit yung kamay, bordering, naawa. And that is the shooter's hand for you, Adrian Partosa, continuing his hot streak.
3-point shot of the game brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Dominate the streets. And see, AIDS, he could dominate this game. He saw that in limited minutes, he made sure that his presence will be felt. Let's give this first to Megan Reyes for a report.
Nico, talking about Coach Pau Layug, Darwish Bederi, former Aguilas captain, likens their team to a chess set where head coach Pau Layug is their grandmaster. He says that after a lackluster performance in the Las Piñas Championship, Coach Pau is their X factor that can bring them back to their winning ways. They are excited but focused, and they are out to prove themselves and win once again. We will be right back after this break.
We resume action here with the Aguilas up 20-12 against PCU Dasmariñas. 3 minutes and 20 remaining. And a while ago was the 4-point play of Adrian Partosa.
Well, magandang batting panimula yun para kay Adrian. Extending the lead to 8.
See here, the Aguilas getting another steal once again. That is their first steal actually of this game. Ralph Baliking for 3. It's a back rim and James Labarda was right there, although was recovered by his teammate. Looked like a turnover. That fake out by number 5 of the Aguilas. That is Olegario. Kakapasok lang rin, Migs.
Sneaky move. You know, mga magaganda sa mga quick guards eh, no? They can just, you know, surprise you from anywhere.
The PCU right here, medyo nanlalamig, 22-12. They've been stuck at 12 for quite some time. Bederi's in the paint getting blocked, but a referee says that it's a foul. Bederi to the line for 2.
Maganda rin ang pinapakita dito ng second unit ng Pilipinas Aguilas, showing more energy. They're running the floor down more, and they're also moving the floor well.
They really want to move to the second round, or rather the quarterfinals. And Bederi, a ex-UP Diliman player, played for the UP Fighting Maroons.
Ex-De La Salle Sobel player as well.
Ex-DLSD player
Junior
as well.
Archer, yes.
And at 6'7", that's one of the few big men that really space the floor. That's his bread and butter.
Naka-extend dito, naka-extended zone dito ang Aguilas kasi alam nila, titira sila sa labas eh.
See right here, great passing by PCU. Almost tipped right there. Oh, after it was tipped. Almost a steal. Swarmed, although tawagan ng traveling.
Where credit is due is especially to Bederi and Partosa. Naka-extend sila dito sa zone eh. Alam nilang magli-leak out dito for the 3-point shots, for the 3-point baskets. Madali sila nakaka-recover doon kahirap ang PCU makakuha ng attempt sa 3.
Yeah, definitely, and they're having a hard time adjusting to the unit. The Aguilas right now on the floor. This time, another shot from downtown. No good, and it's going back to PCU.
A loose ball foul there by James Labarda. Not in position for him to get the rebound.
It goes back to PCU, and it's been quite some time since they last scored. Hopefully, they could break the drought right here. Dino.
You know, hirap sila, oh. Hirap sila makakuha ng 3-point basket. Everybody's just there recovering.
And the fact that the Aguilas have the size, so hirap talaga. Again, just like what you said, just double down. But Ralph Baliking was right there. I mean, if you're the coach of PC, you need to see more effort when it comes to going down to the other end of the floor. Now we see here, Opone gives it to Reyes. Reyes with a step back 3, finally. It's been a long time, and that is their first 3-pointer out of 9 attempts.
And him and Olegario getting chippy. Starting off that defensive play before he hit that step back. Kita natin dito, no? Medyo nagkaroon ng konting kiskisan. No foul called. 3-point shot of the game and stare down.
Yeah, brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires, dominating the streets. It's a tough shot, no? Usually, pag mga step back 3 and everything.
Tapos may depensa ka pa.
May depensa ka pa.
Oh.
Let's see if that shot can be the heartbeat for PCU. Pero sabi ni Ace Partosa na, I'm not gonna give you guys some life. Another 3 for him. 6 points, I think, or 7 are already for Partosa. 7 points for AIDS.
That's a sheesh moment.
A sheesh moment. Olegario running circles around defense, although that I think he's hit his foot.
And credit here the second unit of Pilipinas Aguilas so far, making at least 2 3-pointers, couple of fast breaks, great defensive stops as well.
A 3-point shot of the game brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Partosa is a favorite of CORSA right here. He'll get a lot more knowing how he's been hot since the last game. And PCU, 2 straight 3-pointers now. It's like the flu. Everybody's catching that 3 bug.
Well, for the good.
For the good.
For the
good, yes.
You should take this.
Yeah, Partosa.
They should take this. They didn't recognize the clock.
They got shy right. I mean, Partoso just let it fly, considering that he's been hot. But at the end of the first quarter, 28 for the Pilipinas Aguilas, 18 against PCU Dasmariñas.
Well, Nem de la Cruz right here, one of the starting point guards, one of the starting guards for Aguilas. Hindi pa natin siya masyadong nakikita. Nico, di ba? Makikita natin ito siguro second, third quarter, puputok din yan si Nem de la Cruz.
Let's take a look here some of the first quarter highlights. And I would say it was a blistering start for the Aguilas.
Well, yun nga, no? Isa sa mga malaking bagay for Aguilas that fast break, as we could see one of the 2 3-pointers by Reyes earlier, but a credit again, the second group for extending this lead to 10 points.
We'll see you guys for the second quarter. Your fans of the game is brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. And you can see here that everybody's enjoying, everybody is really comfortable considering that this Dasmariñas Arena really is the perfect venue for our basketball games. And of course, the concert on November 12.
Tsaka malamig dito.
Sobra.
Malamig. Dala kayo ng jacket pag pupunta kayo dito. Malamig po. Pero mas mainit ang basketball action.
Yeah, exactly. If you can see there that the Aguilas are humming right now. A stop, it started with Arafat, and it should go back to the White Shirts after that. It's another great stop by them. And Migs, I just want to ask, what did you observe in the first quarter for both teams? You first start with the Aguilas, then with PCU, right?
Well, PCU, just to start off with them, they've been running the floor, just like their game plan. More or less, pare-pare sila ng speed. More or less, also same in height. So that's where their advantage will lie pagdating sa kanilang speed and hustle. Para naman sa Aguilas, medyo slower, quote-unquote, kasi syempre nandyan si Eze, tsaka nandyan si Arafat. So more or less yung game nila on the post eh. Pero nung pumasok yung second group, bumulis yung laro, tsaka mas marami tayo nakitang 3-point shots.
Yeah, definitely. So parang no, iba yung 5 pag nandyan yung mga ating mga world imports.
Contrast talaga.
Contrast talaga. So pag PCU ka naman, it's more, how do you adjust to that on the fly?
And how do you make shots?
Yeah, and just like that, you need those kind of shots to fall. And with that PCU only down by 8 now after being down by double digits entering this quarter. That is by Adrian Reyes once again. Already with 10 points early here in the second quarter.
Nakita natin dito is the extra effort and hustle. That's why they got this 3 points.
Of course, some more recycled tires bringing you that move of the game, courtesy of Adrian Reyes. And he completes a 3-point play. Adrian Reyes now with 11 points, the leading scorer for both teams in this matchup.
Well, a key here for PCU Dasma is if they can play man-to-man all the way.
So
As in full court man-to-man.
That's the ideal
That's the
defense
ideal.
right
That's
now.
the ideal defense. Kasi patagalan to, longevity to eh. Ang nananalo ng games hindi naman sa first half kundi sa fourth quarter. Diba? So we may see this lead now, 7 points. It's a respectable deficit. But it's just really about them, sustaining. And at the same time, having that second push when it comes to the fourth quarter.
Are you a fan, Migs, of the zone defense? Because there are some coaches that don't like it. There are some coaches that like it.
Well, ang ganda nga nitong variation ng zone eh. Yung kumbaga 4 guy nila, pagdating dito sa Pilipinas.
PCU Dasmariñas here in this game, 38-30. See here, Dias calling the shots right now for the white shirts. Dias, aggressive drive, and he scores once again. Martin Dias.
Galing, galing. Yun lang masasabi ko, di ba? Sizing up the defense, filling in, seeing the gaps. He was quick to the basket, Martin Dias.
Yeah. Former UANP Dragon.
Player ni Coach Mark dati.
Not sure kung nahawakan niya siya ni Coach Mark, pero magkakilala na sila.
Pwede.
That's something that we need to
Confirm.
Kaso umalis na eh.
Coach Mark, diyan ka ba? Meron mo ba ito dati, Coach Mark?
The drive of the game brought to you by Jabber Motorcom. Make rides more fun. And whenever Martin Dias is showing those kind of moves, it's always a treat for us fans here inside the Dasmariñas Arena.
They're having fun right now.
Ganda ng ikutan nila ngayon. It's a great drive once again. And another end one bucket. Parang dami ganyan sa Pilipinas Aguilas, no? Sila yung recipient ng mga end one calls. Eh.
You know, as a fan of the game, you know, I cannot help but cheer for great plays like this. Good recognition by Darwish Bederi. Timing yung Kati Oligario for that assist of the game.
It's brought to you by Fiber Blaze, bringing you the assist of the game. We got a timeout on the floor. See you guys after this. Back inside here, the Dasmariñas Arena in Dasmariñas City, Cavite, with 3 minutes and 28 remaining. And we left you guys with Olegario for the bonus shot. No good though after that layup a while ago. Alam mo, Migs, if you check the stats here, hindi na siya masyado nagkakalayo. It's really the points in the paint. There's a glaring difference here.
Well, 30-14 so far. Credit that to, well, as in Arafat.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 1+1. Alam naman natin why it's like that right now. We got a penalty here on Martin Dias, already in the penalty are the Aguilas. Which means automatic free throws for number 15. That is Carl Jasper Morillo. And for Dias, that is only his second foul of this game. He just needs to be more careful here before we head to the third. A look at Coach Paulo Layog, the head tactician of the Aguilas, who are looking to secure a quarterfinals berth. Dias calling the shots right now, telling Eze where to go. Finds an open Bederi, although a great closeout for PCU. The step back. Short, but Prince Eze just towering everybody. It doesn't look like he jumped right there. He just had to grab it from the air. So give credit to PCU for getting the basketball. And sorry, miss. Here comes Olegario. Gives it to De La Cruz. Bederi fakes out the pass. Finds De La Cruz once more. Migs, would you agree that De La Cruz has the same jump shot, or at least identical to James Yap? May pagka-identical na we see there. Diba?
Pwede. Well, Olegario with that tough move. Tough drive to the basket.
Once again, another floater there by Vizcarriola. It's his first 2 points of this game over Prince Eze.
Well, hindi ako nakasagot agad kasi hindi ko nahalata eh. Pero tingnan natin, hindi natin ko nahalata eh. Pwede, pero pwede.
I've covered him a few times already, so makita mo mamaya, parang, oh nga no, may pagka-James Yap to ah.
Parang jump, tapos shot.
Oo, yung unorthodox, yung release at the top. And De La Cruz actually was the leading scorer for the Aguilas in the 2 of their past 3 games. But so far, no points pa for De La Cruz. Quiet game, but at least his teammates are picking up the slack.
Kumbaga balance scoring dito para sa Aguilas.
Yes, balance scoring, and that they're a bit unpredictable knowing that the past 2 of 3, alam mo pupunta sa kanya yung bola. Murillo gives it top of the key, rebounded by Bederi, and he's leading the break. Let's see what Darwish does here. De La Cruz swinging the ball around to Partosa, the hot man. Tuloy pa rin si Ace Partosa.
3 threes, 10 points in the game for Ace Partosa. That's his calling card.
Nakakatakot din, no, Migs?
Tsaka kita mo yung bench, alam nilang papasok
Alam na. Building off from what he has done against Tatum Academy. The classic pick and roll right there. Almost a and-one bucket. But Datu Adas heading to the line for 2.
Malaking bagay dito as you could see the zone defense of Aguilas. But as we can see here muna, the CORSA 3-point shot in the game. Recognizing that corner. Corner 3 by Adrian Partosa. He's really been, you know, the hot hand for the Aguilas.
And Partosa right there. Contested yun, di ba, Mix?
Contested.
Oo.
Oo. Tsaka medyo late humabol pero contested. Pero as I was pointing out earlier, active kasi, naka-man zone talaga dito yung Aguilas. So even Labarda, siya yung 5 dito. Usually kasi yung 5 yung gitna doon sa zone defense, sa paint lang eh. Pero pag ume-extend yung big man ng PCU, ume-extend din siya sa labas. Tapos he's also quick to recover sa zone niya. So that's why it's really hard for PCU Dasma to get a shot kasi lahat sila active yung depensa ng Aguilas.
Great recognition there. What's happening on the floor? Is he right there? Jump shot by Dem De La Cruz. Do you believe me now?
I believe you now. I believe you now.
Identical eh, no? I call him man with 1,000 moves kasi si James Yap, million moves. Ito ngayon si De La Cruz, still learning, still getting into the hang of it. Kaya 1,000 moves mo.
1,000 moves pero kapag medyo dumami-dami na, 10,000 moves.
10,000 moves.
Tapos 100,000 moves.
Tsaka tayo mag-million. There's levels to that.
Pero may nag-iisang James Yap lang naman. May nag-iisang James Yap. Pwede rin maging next James Yap.
Yes, pwede. He got the jump shot down already. Pero you never leave Partosa wide open. What was that? I mean, if you're the coach, you'll be like, guys, that's the last guy we want to be open.
If I'm Coach Pao, I'll be like, sheesh! Grabe, 4 na 3-pointers from Adrian Partosa.
And it doesn't look like he's done, but right there, a much-needed N1 bucket, Adrian Reyes. A high-scoring game, I would say, for the Aguilas, considering that when they lose, they're only scoring in 75, 77 points. But right now, we got a timeout on the floor. We got more hoops action when we come back. Arena in Dasmariñas, Cavite, with the Aguilas up by 16 here in the first half. They have outscored PCU in all the quarters, 25-19 here. But PCU Dasmariñas with an N1 bucket. Continuation right here, no good. Rebounded by Adas. Let's see if they hold him for the last shot. They do everything but the shot. But well, still the Pilipinas Aguilas up by a commanding lead by 16 points, 53-37 of PCU Dasmariñas. And for this one, the Aguilas have really capitalized on the hot shooting of Ace Partosa. I have no other comments for him here.
Well, 16 points in that past game, but as we can see some of the highlights, Mustafa Arafat, you know, playing all around, playing like a point guard and a center as well. But you know, Escoltor and Reyes has been really, you know, doing wonders. Kahit pa paano, di ba? Making the most out of it. Diba, providing that scoring punches for PCU Dasma.
Yeah, definitely see there that the PCU is still fighting. But in the end of the first half, 53 once again for the Pilipinas Aguilas, 37 for PCU Dasmariñas. See you guys in the halftime break. Once again, welcome back to the CORSA Tires Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship. And we can take a look here at some of the halftime highlights between the Pilipinas Aguilas up against the PCU Dasmariñas squad. You can see here that, Pilipinas Aguilas was dominating with their three-pointers and quick buckets. But PCU doing everything they can to contain the two world imports of the Pilipinas Aguilas.
Well, that was Mustafa Arafat earlier, just playing versatile basketball. If you used to watch him with the Red Warriors, medyo sanay come back to the basket. Pero ngayon, of course, years have passed, his game has evolved. And there was a particular time in the second quarter where the coaching staff of the Aguilas really shuffled it and played faster with Arafat around. As we can see the halftime stats, 53% compared to 32%. Not much difference maybe in terms of percentage, pero plus 10 dito in field goals made. Total field goals made ang Pilipinas Aguilas, which ang PCU Dasma hirap na hirap makaisa o makadalawa in a hot streak. 3-point field goals as well. 5 3-pointers. 4 of those came from Adrian Partosa. Points in the paint. It's been Arafat and Eze that has been dominating the paint. 18 combined points for the two world imports. And when we see the bench points, 26 compared to 7. 13 of those actually came from Adrian Partosa. Para naman sa game leaders dito para sa actually PCU Dasma Escultor is tied with Adrian Partosa at 13 points. Eze with 7 rebounds, Olugano with 3 assists, and Reves with 1 block.
Yeah, definitely. And those are our game leaders. Still a lot more basketball action for you guys here in the second half. And take a look at some of the fans of the game really enjoying here the cool Dasmariñas Arena. And they weren't joking when they said, bring your jackets.
Malamig kasi talaga eh. Nakasweater nga yung mga kababayan natin dito, mga ka-Asia basket natin eh. Nilalamig.
That's brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires for the fans of the game. And everybody here is also looking forward for the game later at 7 p.m.
Oh, kasi it will be the home team. Dasmariñas Monarchs against the presenters, diba, of this tournament,
Yes.
CORSA Tires.
And the official sponsor of the Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship. Start of the third quarter with the Aguilas up by 16. And Mix, what did you notice with regards to the stats for the Aguilas and for PCU Dasmariñas? How could they get the victory here?
Well, they have to concentrate more in the paint. Actually, double threat din talaga dito ang Aguilas kasi usually when teams are good in the paint, right? Medyo nag-compensate yun. Doon sila malakas. Pero ngayon, they're good in the paint. At the same time, they're good from the outside. So mahirap talaga depensa nitong Aguilas if you're PCU Dasma.
Yeah, definitely. And wala rin yung kanilang world import na si Toscani, Tita. So it's an all-Filipino lineup right now for PCU Dasmariñas. Let's see if they can do the impossible. A floater, no good. Prince Eze right there to get the board.
Then if you're Aguilas, you don't need to increase the pace of the game. You are in control, hindi mo kailangan magmadali. Because if masyado ka nagmamadali, baka maging prone ka to turnovers. Relax lang. Kontrolado na lang ball game na to.
So Mustafa Arafat getting blocked right there at the top. Great stop by PCU. Dino going around the defense, and they strike first here in the third. 14-point lead for the Pilipinas Aguilas. See there, Mustafa Arafat. Tawagan pa ng unsportsmanlike foul dito. That's Dino. I think there was no play at the ball. Kinatawagan siya ng unsportsmanlike foul.
Interesting here. That was a block against Arafat from the previous sequence. And nung bribe si Arafat, would be interesting to see the replay, no? Kasi usually unsportsmanlike fouls, you're right, Nico. If there is no play for the ball, di ba? Kung hindi yung ball yung, kumbaga, yung intention mo, that is counted as an unsportsmanlike foul.
Yeah, we would like to take a look at that one more time. If ipapakita sa atin, parang ano bang ginawa? Hinila ba siya sa shoulder? Do you remember, Migs? So we're gonna see, let's see on why it was called for unsportsmanlike foul. But here goes back to the Pilipinas Aguilas. That is inbounded back to Nem de la Cruz, who has 3 points here. Dies with a no-look pass to Mustafa Arafat, who's been double-teamed. Much of the success of the Dolphins. That ball just landed in the hands of Martin. Dies, alley-oop attempt. Arafat to De La Cruz. Great three-man game there for the Aguilas.
Three-man and unselfish game. Nakita ni Arafat na medyo naalangan siya dun sa ilalim. Good extra pass to his teammate.
And you can see they were really having fun right there. Parang ano no? Yung parang just playing the backyard and just great chemistry between these teammates.
Costly turnover here for PCU Dasma.
Let's give this to Megan Cabrera for a report.
Nico, earlier today, Dolphins team captain Ram Mascariola said that may pag-asa pa sila at gusto nilang higatan pa ang naipakita na nila sa kanilang mga nakaraan na laro. And this is actually aligned with what Coach Johnny said to them going into the half number 2. So they have to pick up the pace after that slow start and they really have to up their mental toughness. Sabi nga niya, wala silang advantage kaya naman ang bilin niya, bring down the lead, bring their system to the floor and really push to the end. Nico and Migs.
Thanks for that, Megan. I love how the coaching staff wants them to trust nyo yung system. Kaya natin yan. There's a belief in what they want to do.
Oh, ganda nun!
Just them, De La Cruz. Using his smarts right there to fake out the defender.
Ganda nun actually from our angle. He used his arm to create separation, up and under move.
Ideal rin tong angle natin. No? Kita natin yung mga some parts na hindi masyado halata. You see right there, another turnover by PCU. This time it's Martin Daez. Gusto kay Pectus na yun. And that gives the Pilipinas Aguilas a 22-point lead. You can see Daez right there skipping to the bench. See there, De La Cruz to Daez for the assist of the game brought to you by Fiber Blaze. Nothing beats local. Local to local connection right there. You're watching the 2023 CORSA Tires Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship live inside the Dasmariñas Arena, Dasmariñas Cavite. And we got more basketball action for you guys here right now, but the Pilipinas Aguilas in a commanding position, up by 22 against PCU Dasmariñas. Once again, this is Nico Rocha, along with partner Migs Bustos, our courtside reporter Megan Cabrera. See there, PCU, much needed bucket. They've been outscored 8-2 prior to that shot. Daez giving it to Elorde. Elorde locating Eze. Eze being double team right now, and finally he gets hacked. And maybe and also 2 free throws.
Interesting adjustment here by PCU Dasma, playing man-to-man. Tapos kung when Prince Eze received the ball down low to the post, dinoble siya. Yun nga lang, sumabit nga lang for a foul.
Yung sinasabi mo kanina, di ba? More of the need for a double team whenever these world imports get the ball.
And at the same time, dun papasok yung report ni Megan na dapat clean defense.
Yes.
If you're going to double with discipline. Di ba? Hindi yung susundot ka, hindi yung gagawa ka ng unnecessary contact. That was a first, actually. That was a first. That was good. That was good defense nonetheless. Good effort by PCU Dasma.
Na ano lang no? Napambaka lang
Oo.
We see here Morillo. Reyes. He's into the corner. Takes out the 3 from downtown. Hits the front rim though. Here comes Daez, the head of the snake. Although he pulls back, waits for some of his friends. You can see there that Arafat was telling Martin to give it to Prince Eze.
High IQ is a Martin Daez as he will get a well-deserved rest from the coaching staff. Adrian Portosa now coming in, but I was saying earlier, Martin Daez, great IQ guy. You know, he recognized na, okay, we have to pull back, control the pace of the game.
Definitely, and he's one of the main reasons why the Aguilas are up big right now here in the third. Although that pass by Eze, he thought somebody was there. Fortunately for PCU, it goes back to their side.
If there's a build, you know, for Pilipinas Aguilas, Eze and Arafat, no doubt, they're going to be the focal points of the offense. But they can be used as decoy actually kasi double triple team na sila eh.
Yeah.
Ang daming nalilibre. Ang laging libre dito, yung mga gwardiya ng Aguilas.
And it also helps that Aids Partosa is feasting. Look at that. No hesitation. 3. Bigs. Man, you better tell your friend that to keep continuing what he's doing.
Man, you know what? Pero alam mo, bibigyan ko siya ng payong. It's raining threes.
It's raining inside here.
Oh my goodness.
Losing the ball there is PCU, getting rattled by the defense of the Aguilas. They've been active on both offense and defense, much to the delight of Coach Pao. Once again, Partosa! Oh, wow!
6 threes. Adrian Partosa.
I don't know what the record here is for Asiabasket, but if there's gonna be a candidate, I want to throw in the name of Adrian Partosa right there.
Here we go, heat check.
Here comes Arafat, binigay ulit kay Partosa. One more time! No, I feel like it's deja vu. It keeps continuing. The barrage. My goodness.
9 straight points, Nico.
Grabe, this was 61-41 and all 9 points courtesy of Adrian Partosa. He is having the game
Of his life.
of his life. Let's see.
Recognize, you gotta recognize.
Oh man, wow, that was a essential experience. But that was a 3-point shot of the game brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Dominate the streets, and Ace Partosa is definitely dominating here inside the Dasmariñas Arena.
Actually, 3-point shots
My goodness.
of the game.
Parang same spot, no? Parang deja vu eh.
Same area. That's what he likes,
Wow.
Adrian Partosa. Na may miesta dito sa Dasmariñas Arena.
This is the much-needed break for the Aguilas. Free throws muna para kay Prince Eze.
But if your PCU Dasma doesn't take a genius, you know, to be able to understand, hey, mainit tong taong to, mainit tong player na to, so kailangan mo lang dikitan.
Would a box and one help if you do that?
Pwede.
Box and one.
Pwede. But it's just really about, you know, whatever defense it is, it's not extra effort, you know, you have to limit this guy.
So hindi siya umingiti, you know? Talagang ano lang siya, he's trying to like show na, no, sanay, dapat i-show na you're stoic.
Here we go.
You're gonna locate Partosa, and you can see there that is Sculptor.
Ayun na.
Is that a moving screen? I think there was a moving screen. Yeah, I think a foul called in La Barda. And you know that his teammates want him to keep adding more to his totals. My God, how the 3-point shot really changed this game. It was 20 points, now it's 30. What's that? In the span of a minute,
10,
right?
Span of a minute.
My goodness.
Blowing this game wide open.
PCU Dasmariñas, let's see how they counter that one. Gonna be a tall order. Overshooting that basketball, and it goes back to the blue shirts.
All right, if you're PCU Dasma now is not the time to get demoralized. Right?
Nakaka-demoralize nga naman.
Yeah, you can be, but if you will be, if you choose to be. You just have to go back to the system. Wag tingnan yung score. That really works. You know, take it one possession at a time.
I mean, as cliche as it may sound, talagang gagaano yun. Don't look at the score, let's do it by possession.
Yes, that's true. Kasi hindi ka magiging conscious sa score eh.
Yeah.
Yung mga subconscious mong pwedeng maisip at those moments.
Once again, Partosa.
Oh my goodness!
Hindi pa rin tapos si Adrian Partosa.
And I thought that shot was gonna go out.
Mukha, di ba? Yung
Yeah,
angle
yung angle eh.
And Partosa now has 8 3-pointers, 8 of 9.
25 points for Adrian Partosa. Ito yung talagang magandang tanongin eh. Adrian, ano bang kinain mo?
Pa-share naman!
Pa-share naman!
Although, I'm not sure here for PC what happened under the basket. But Adrian Partosa, that's more minutes to their playing time. My good sir.
Eh, kumbaga, sinab na lahat. Pwera lang siya eh.
Man. And you see there that, Coach Pao, I would tell you, Mix, he rarely shows emotion. But those small gestures, alam mong, he's
Yeah.
hiding.
You my boy.
You're my boy.
You're my boy.
Pero ganun lang, kasi
Ganun
Coach Pao yan eh. See here, for PCU, a contested shot. It is the breaks of the game. Everything just falling for the Aguilas, while for PCU, it's the complete opposite. 33-point lead right now for the Aguilas after this third quarter run, all because of Adrian Portosa. Oh my gosh, he's wide open again, and he finally missed. Nagmimintis rin pala siya.
Kumbaga, finally missed.
Finally
He finally
misses.
makes a shot, finally missed.
Well, with all regards, of course we root for those kind of shots. We love to see him make more of those buckets. You see here, Ralph Baliki calling the play right now for the Aguilas. Let's see what they do here. A screen by Bederi. Balikig. I think they were trying to locate Partosa. A bit forced right there, but a much needed layup for the PCU Dasmariñas, courtesy of Brandares.
One possession at a time. Malaking bagay yung mga stop na yun.
Yeah, that's what you need. Especially the third. You want to end the third in a high note. Partosa, well guarded right now. He drives to the right. The fake, and I think that's traveling.
Better defense now to Partosa compared to the whole game.
And parang siya na yung naging game plan nila. Now he heads back to the bench. Much needed rest. I mean, that was a treat for everybody here inside the Dasmariñas Arena. You can hear it from our reactions as well.
Garen Elorde checking in for Partosa.
He deserves that ice bucket right after the mix. We should give them the idea to do that to him.
Oo nga. Maraming water bottle dito.
Oh, madami.
Madami.
Kulang na lang ice.
Ay, importante, manalo muna.
Oh, importante.
Importante. Malayo pa to,
Oo,
malayo pa.
At the line is number 21, Jefferson Brandares. Short on the first one. In this third quarter, 21 points for the Aguilas, only 6 scored by PCU.
21-6.
21-6. And I think, how many three-pointers did?
Mga 4.
4, diba? So
12 out of those 21.
you could say that Partosa outscored the whole team.
It's true.
And now another wrinkle to their offense, Ralph Balikig. Slicing and dicing through. Good defense here for the white shirts. Scramble for the basketball. And Rinal gets trapped. Had to do a fadeaway jumper. There you go. That was Prince and Rinal. See here, Balikig kicking it out. The fake out, Balikig fakes out the 3, gets hit, and heading to the line for 2. Tamaan siya ata sa mukha, no? From what I've seen right there. That move of the game brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Dominate the streets, courtesy of Prince and Rinal for his 5th point of this game. Sometimes kailangan mo lang huminga, no? When you get hit across the face, just to get a breather.
Yeah, it's a moment thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Samba. Or, well, yeah, in a way. And Adas is a big guy right there. It's like a wall, hitting a wall. So at least he's okay. He can take his free throws. And the first one was good. Aguilas up by 31 points right now here in the third quarter. This is the spot they want to be. And Baliki now with 9 points after that one. 1:08 remaining. If you're PCU Dasmariñas, you want to end the third quarter with a high note and then build up from that when you enter the fourth. Moving around the defense, the runner. Battle for the board. Here comes the Aguilas. I think it was too high, but I think it's the last touch of Brandares. think the pass was intended. See right here, a timeout on the floor with 48 seconds remaining here in the third. Back here inside the Dasmariñas Arena in Dasmariñas, Cavite, with the Pilipinas Aguilas up 78 to 46 of PCU Dasmariñas. It makes them excited for that concert on November 12 with Al James, Nobita, and Mayonnaise. I feel like those are three main headliners, if you ask me.
Oh, Al James, rising star. Actually,
Yeah.
malaking big name in the Pinoy hip-hop industry.
Definitely. It's one of those artists that we're definitely proud of. 14 on the clock right now with Olegario to inbound. Olegario looking for some friends to pass it over to Bederi. Gives it back to his point guard. Olegario once again reloads all nylon. Left wing three. Hindi pa rin tapos, no? Nahawa lahat sila sa mga tres ni Adrian Partosa.
Well, yan yung kumpiyansa na binigay ni Adrian sa kanyang team. Everybody can just shoot.
And if you're actually a player who loves to live inside the paint, it's gonna be wide open for you. Considering everybody is hitting their shots from downtown. Once again, Olegario. 12 points right now here. Last second, I don't think PCU recognizes the time remaining. And at the end of the third quarter, Pilipinas Aguilas with a commanding 84 against the 46 of the PCU Dasmariñas squad. And this was, well, we could put this on the three-point barrage that they did in this game. Or at least in this quarter, actually.
At least in this quarter,
Oh.
totoo yun. Kasi kanina sinasabi mo nga, it was only a quote-unquote manageable 20-point lead.
eh.
But Adrian Partosa with his 3-point shots of the game made 4 3-pointers all in sequence. As you can
Ito
see
yun.
right there, yun na yun. Diba? With this commanding 84 to 46 lead by Pilipinas Aguilas.
Welcome back to our live coverage here of the CORSA Tires 2023 Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship. Take a look here at some of the fans of the game, brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. And everybody's enjoying the festivities here. Sana hindi sila nabasa sa nagpapaulan ng tres dito ng dalawang koponan.
Eh, meron eh, may jacket.
May
hindi
jacket
sila
yung iba.
nabasa. Oo, may jacket, may kapote.
And you see right there that the Aguilas are up 84 to 46. Migs, how would you tell the viewers on what happened here? Why is the score like this? What happened in the third quarter?
Adrian Partosa,
Oh.
number 55. Ilang 3-pointers? 8 3-pointers throughout the game. That's the story.
That's the story right there. That is my analysis for the third quarter.
That's it.
That's pretty much it. And not only Partosa made his threes, also his teammates did some help. And that is why they're up by a commanding lead. But of course, PCU able to score from downtown right there. It's a matter of defending these shots. If they hope to come back, let's see what happens here in the final frame. Saving that basketball before going out. Morillo. Almost on that shot. That was a rebound by Aviso. Open lane. Oh, although everything but the shot right there. The Aguilas get another try. Benderi this time for mid-range. No good. Rebounded by Escultor. It's one of the few bright spots of PCU Dasmariñas. Hits the front rim. Some rush shots for PCU. Is that the right time to do it? Like mix, because since ganito ka kalaki yung lead, ang laki na hinahabol mo.
Well, that's true. Kasi meron na dapat sense of urgency for PCU.
So, I don't know what Aviso did. They're not sure. Oh, was it the mailman? may pagka-trick shot na dun si Aviso, I would say.
With some creativity.
May creativity siya dun eh. You gotta give him a 10 for that creativity right there, for that layup. But here, Aguilas fouling.
That is Ivan Klaric.
Oh, yeah. And
Well,
that was in traffic pa.
You know, kidding aside a while ago, when you asked me about the story of the game, of course, Adrian Partosa,
Yes, of course.
diba? Pero,
Yeah.
you know, at the same time, we have to credit the chemistry also. Walang lack of a better term, walang nagswapangan, walang nagbakawan.
Wala.
Everybody was just finding their open teammates, recognizing who was hot, who was not, sticking to the game plan, and lahat ng klase ng combinations dito worked well for the Aguilas' coaching staff.
At ang ganda ng off-ball movement nila. I mean, Adrian Partosa will not be able to let those shots fly.
Yeah.
If he wasn't moving.
That's true. And if hindi rin maganda ikot ng bola.
If hindi rin maganda ikot na. So it's a two-way street.
Yes. It is
Benderi.
the system.
Agree. The system of Coach Paolo Layug. This is the best version that we have seen it right now. Doesn't give the three. So the open man was right there in the corner. Although that I think they had to rush that one. Goes back to the white shirts. Up by 36. 7 minutes and 53 remaining. PCU. It's more of what are the silver linings can you pick up from the barrage a while ago? Right? What are the takeaways?
Well, as what the coach of PCU Dasma said, this is a learning experience that Darsh Beneri makes his three, but quick silver linings, you know, a learning experience, getting to compete, you know, with high energy players, pro players at that. And na marami sila mapipick up dito just from their hustle and efforts.
That was a 12-made three for the Pilipinas Aguilas. This time, because of Darsh Bideri. We'll be back. You're watching the 2023 CORSA Tires Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship. I am Nico Rocha along with my partner Mix Bustos, our courtside reporter Megan Cabrera, bringing you these games live. And the Aguila still in a really comfortable spot with 7 minutes and 24 remaining. And this was because of the 12 3-pointers that went in on their side.
We would compute 12 times 3 equals 36. More or less 1/3 of the scoring, more than 1/3 of the scoring for Pilipinas Aguilas are from the three-point line.
Yeah, very modern offense, no, Migs. That's pretty much it. The Because I feel like it's because of the Warriors with how they changed basketball.
Yeah. Evolved the game.
They evolved the game. And of course, advanced analytics as well. And si Coach Pao, doon nagsimula yung coaching career niya. He started off as assistant coach with sharing his advanced statistics, sharing it with coaching staff. And
CSB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, there was a foul on the floor on the white shirts. 6 minutes and 59 remaining. With Labarda checking in for Darwish Bederi. First free throw is good for Escultor with 14 points now and 6 rebounds. 2 for 2 at the line for Escultor. Let's give this to Megan for a report.
You know what, Nico? Nung nakaraang timeout, si Coach Pao Layug ay nakaupo na. And interestingly enough, it was Alec Elorda calling the shots, drawing up their next plays. Pero ang panapos came from team captain Martin Daes. Sabi niya, keep it organized despite this big lead and no showboating. Nico and Migs.
Thanks for that, Meg. And that's definitely great class organization for the Aguilas, that they respect their opponents. Of course, no showboating because they know that against sabi mo kanina, Mix, bilog ang bola, anything can happen still.
What's interesting about their report is that, you know, the coaching staff empowers the players, you know, to make their decisions. It's rare that you see players drawing up plays, right? In timeouts, it's usually the coach giving the directions. And that's what team captains are for, diba? They are the extension of the coaching staff, and a great advice at that end.
I think there's a foul called there on the Aguilas. And it's out of bounds, right? A while ago during that one, during that instant replay. It's going back to PCU. And I think I remember, babalik tayo sa Warriors. Kasi alala ko si Iguodala ba yun yung nag-ano before for the Warriors. Merong time na it drew flack because he says Steve Kerr is not doing his job. A 3-ball right there. Hits back rim. Rebounded by Dino, who's been a bit quiet to his standards. Oligario right there just skying for that steal. No hesitation. 3 for Oligario. And let's not forget, he's been making those threes as well. I think that is his
Third
three.
Third in the fourth. Sabi mo kanina, reload. Ito, nilabas yung pana.
Nilabas yung pana, but floater.
The Peter Pan.
Hey, I like that one. Peter Pan, all right. See there, a floater for PCU Dasmariñas. 92-54. Hey, I love when you see teams put up a fight. With regards, like, they're not giving up, they're still scrappy when it comes to defense.
And that builds character, no? If you're teams, especially if you are PCU. But that life is really sport. Sport is life and life is sport.
Yeah.
Hindi porket ganito na yung score, alam mong more or less mananalo na yung Aguilas dito. It's just really not about giving up in the end. Diba? Not giving up, laban ka lang hanggang huli. Just in life, diba?
Yeah, definitely. Well,
Bigay lang ng bigay. Bigay lang ng bigay.
Gusto ko pag nanonood kayo talaga ng Asiabasket, may life lessons pa kayo makukuha. Hindi lang basketball commentary.
Totoo yun.
I think that was a call for traveling here on the side of the white shirts. Midway in this game with 5 minutes and 12. Huwag kayo aalis, by the way, pagkatapos ito, may isa pa tayong laro. It will be between the Dasmariñas Monarchs up against the CORSA Tires, our official sponsor here. And kung nasa area kayo, why not come here? There's a lot of seats. And I'm sure it can accommodate those who are interested to watch live. Adrian Reyes right there. And I would just like to add Bigs, no? May makakainan rin sa labas. People have options here.
Pwede, oo.
Hindi talaga sila magugutom.
Malamig pa.
Oo,
Dala kayong jacket.
Dala kayong jacket. Papahiram daw si Mix Busta sa iyo. All right, there. Let's see if the Aguilas can hit the century mark. Oop. I think that's for traveling. I think he got surprised with the bump.
Also, one great thing, no? We have to credit Sumabat also, number 21 from the Aguilas, because he's been playing. When he plays the zone, he plays up. And nakaka-distract talaga yun kapag merong more or less. If I see him 6'4", tapos yung wingspan
Ang
niya,
haba
parang
ni
ang haba.
I was gonna say that. Like,
Ang haba niya.
diba? Yung wingspan niya.
Yeah. And when he challenges shots from the outside, for sure mababother ka talaga.
You
Just
know.
like that one. Diba?
Parang ano Wemba niya. Di naman Wemba
Parang
niya.
Wemby.
Wemby, but Filipino version.
Wemby. Webby.
Si Wemby. I'm sure you're familiar with Jonathan Isaac. Yun yung
Yes,
siguro yung pinaka-good
oo.
comparison here.
Yes.
Like, wing player, immensely long. And Migs, Carlos sumabat part of the CSB program.
Oh.
So ang dami nilang
Oo.
stable of great recruits. Just waiting for their moment to shine. Goes out of bounds, and they get another shot here. Talking about PCU Dasmariñas. See here some zone defense dito yung Aguilas, they're not letting up here. Everything but the shot, but I think he got hit on the head. 2 shots at the line for PCU Dasmariñas, and something that they wanted to improve on heading to this game is their free throw percentage. They've been shooting around 55 to 58, but at 65, at least you can see some improvements here. This is number 18, Rames Quiriola, missing the first one. He still has one more shot here. 1 for 2, 50% at the line. Full court defense here, broken by Elorde. Olegario is also hot from 3, although that one was well contested. PCU trying to inflict some damage as well, but that one was an air ball.
Nadulas yung bola sa kanya eh.
Oh, nadulas niya.
Nadulas. Kaya kita mo na, nung pag-release, medyo short eh.
Well, if you're the Aguilas, this is the ideal scenario that you want to head into as you go to the quarterfinals.
That's true. And they also have a big advantage if magkaroon man sa point na magkaroon ng point differential. If you have a big win like this, more or less, just doing my mental math, 36?
Yeah,
36,
yeah,
36 point lead so far.
Sumabat. Parang nagkape sa ere dun Although that goes back to the White Shirts, and they had to pass that immediately. 3 minutes and 3 seconds here. Victory, I would say, is imminent for the Pilipinas Aguilas. This is the, I think we could say that that they're in a comfortable spot in getting victory number 2.
And right now, most likely that the Pilipinas Aguilas aangat sila sa standings at 2-2.
Yes.
Right?
And move on na sa top 4, finally.
Yeah.
Cement their place right there. Elorde from downtown, no good. PCU. I think he lost balance as he was trying to go for a layup right there.
And a non-call for a travel. Travel ba yun? IG refs, ano tingin nyo? Travel or clean?
Actually, may mga poll na ganyan, no? Travel or clean.
Oh.
I think I see those polls on Instagram. Is it
Yeah.
a travel or a clean?
Kaya that's why IG refs activate. Di ba?
IG refs.
IG refs.
In some moves, I could agree na some people are like travel and some are clean.
Yeah.
Considering how complex some moves are already.
There are like loopholes,
Yeah,
right?
may mga
Loopholes.
loopholes. Kasi minsan hindi clear eh. Sa FIBA rules, traveling siya. Pero sa NBA, they're not calling it. So sometimes players get like, ano ba? Ano bang tatawagan dito? Sa Euro step
Oo.
from the 3-point line. But Adrian Reyes with a putback dunk. You see there Olegario trying to outrun the blue shirts. Oop. There's a blocking foul called on Claric. And our last 2 minutes brought to you by Grab Kitchen. Migs, it's perfect. Alam mo sa Grab Kitchen, that's my go-to whenever I need some snacks whenever I'm watching basketball games like this. But before that, time out on the floor. Back here inside the Dasmariñas Arena in Dasmariñas City, Cavite. Take a look at our fans here. Napupuno na actually yung arena no, Migs, if you take a look at it. Alam nila na the home squad will be playing and people continue to come in inside here. 2 minutes remaining with the Aguilas victory imminent. Although the line is, well, are the PCU Dasmariñas to try to cut down this lead. It's Adrian Reyes missing that shot. With the Aguilas, just looking to add to their totals. In a way, parang napa ako sila sa 94, no? Parang iniisip natin kanina na baka ma-reach pa nila a century mark. But I opened that conversation with 4 minutes remaining, and now it's 1 minute and 42. It's a small drought on their end.
Well, that's true, no? Even if you're up by this big, you always want to be able to put the pedal to the metal. Kasi patuloy ka pa rin umaatake, di ba? Because that's also showing sign of respect to your opponent.
Definitely. And in a short tournament like this, you need to build off. Like, even though na ganito, yung lead nyo, it's more, let's keep building, keep adding. And once again, another N1 bucket for Adrian Reyes. Now with 19 points and 10 rebounds.
You gotta give effort as this is the CORSA Tires move of the game. Dominate the streets. It's really important for you to be able to always put effort, diba? No matter what kind of possession it is. Kasi that's continuing to, you know, building character, playing hard. No matter what moment you're on, hindi yung nagpapakita ka ng, hindi, ayoko na, talo na ako, diba? Because that's not basketball. What we teach in basketball is to always put up the fight.
Yeah, and never stop until the final buzzer.
That's true.
Olegario. For the kick out for 3. There you go. Finally, the first basket of Pilipinas Aguilas in 3 minutes. You see Olegario with another steal, adding more. Almost. But that was a shot a while ago by Elorde.
Malaking bagay din si Olegario, no? Kumbaga, ang tawag natin dito, kiti-kiti.
Oo, kiti-kiti.
Oo, kiti-kiti. Kung saan-saan sumusulpot.
See there once again, Adriana Reyes. Not giving up here. He now has 21 points and 12 rebounds. Some good things that he can take away as the Dolphins end their campaign for the quarterfinals. Great learning experience when they head back to the UCBL season. 97-65, 32-point lead for the Aguilas. And grabe rin dito, 50%. If your difference in the field goal percentage from 50 to 20, it really reflects here on the scoreboard. It's 45% from 3 bigs, 40 for 31 for the Aguilas, 4 for 33.
That is plus 17. Make that plus 16 rather. Plus 16 dito ang Aguilas when it comes to field goals made.
Although for the Aguilas, point of concern here, as nitpicky that we could be, are the free throws. 7 for 18, only for 38%. You have to just let the team know about that as you head to your quarterfinals matchup. Considering that sometimes the free throws yun yung difference sa laro eh.
True. But for this game, it is the 3-point shooting.
Yes.
That spelled the difference.
It was definitely the 3-point shooting. A wide margin. 30-point discrepancy right there. Last-minute shot for PCU and Coach Pao signaling his players. No more shot. Oh. Okay, I think you see there that yeah, Coach Pao. Anyway, we'll head to the quarterfinals right there. And he's telling his players to stop it already. And the Aguilas get to the century mark, 100 to 67. And of course, you gotta give credit to the whole team. They were able to set up their players to the best spots that they want to be in, hence the 33-point lead.
Well, momentum clearly in Aguilas' way, and that all started with a big win against Tatum Academy. And yung kumpiyansa nga nila, nadala nila dito because coming in, it is the youth, di ba? Yung youth factor dito ng PCU Dasma na baka kahit papano talaga magkaroon ng advantage. But it is the big men, Arafat and Ezin, that started it first. And then when Bartosa came in, it was just lights out all the way. 25 points for Adrian Bartosa and finishing with Player of the Game honors.
Nagulat nga ako, hindi nga tayo nagka-technical difficulties na pumapasok. Yung mga tres check, grabe, umiinit eh. Kala ko magkaka-machine malfunction dito sa loob ng
Grabe.
ng Dasmariñas Arena eh.
Ibang klase talaga. But it was a 100-67 big win for Pilipinas Aguilas and a great momentum boost for them to enter the next round.
Well, for PCU, this is something that a game that they could learn from. This is something they can bring to the UCBL. What are the things that we need to fix? And even though that they bow out of contention here for the quarterfinals, there's still a lot of positive things that they can bring with them there. And one thing like that, for one is Adrian Reyes, who had 24 points and 13 rebounds. Escultor was there to help him out. So it's a matter of just bring that to the next stage. Let me give you guys now to Megan Cabrera. She'll be interviewing the player of the game.
Thank you so much, Nico. Kasama ko ngayon, Adrian Bartosa. Really big impact in the third quarter. 25 points, 8 out of 10 from 3. Ano ba ang nakain mo? Ano ang naging espesyal at napasabog mo ang laro mo ngayon?
Actually, I just trusted the system that Coach Pao had. And I just practiced my shots. I trusted the system, and that's what got me the shots. Yeah.
So after a slow start, tight win against Tatum, and now a very convincing win. What are we expecting in the playoffs?
You should expect that we're gonna fight. We're gonna keep on fighting. We know that CSB is a very tough team, very good team, very talented. So we'll just try to keep the same energy, trust Coach Pao's system, and hopefully come up with a win.
Adrian, bati tayo.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to my girlfriend, Hannah, to my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, also to them, always cooking me, and also to my teammates, because without them, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Congratulations to you and your team. Welcome to the quarterfinals. Back to you, Nico and Migs.
Itay sinagot ni Adrian. Adrian, ano ba kinain mo? Ano ba kinain mo? Para naman uminit din ang mga kamay namin sa 3 points. Ang lupit, Adrian Bartosa, congratulations. 25 points. He is our player of the game.
It's brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. And Adrian Bartosa definitely dominated here inside the Dasmariñas Arena. Take a look at the game leaders here. Bartosa leading the way with 25 points. Reyes with 13 rebounds. Onegario with 4 assists. And once again, si Reyes, I mean, really did his best to keep his team in the fold. And wag kayo aalis. Next game will be between the Dasmariñas Monarchs, the home team, up against CORSA Tires. And now let's take a look at some of the highlights here before we cap off this game between the Aguilas and Dasmariñas. And see here, quality game with a lot of buckets. Hope to see more of that later. On behalf of Mix Bustos, our courtside reporter, in Megan Cabrera, this has been Nico Rocha. We'll see you guys for the next game.